and the combi. Okay, all right. They got it all. So the 260S is going to be the first one to change. It's going to become the 265S.
Okay.
And the 260TS will become the 265TS later, maybe like September, October. So there's been a few improvements and changes. Number one, we got a bold new look. I really like the look of this with the black kind of surround and the red. I think, you know, it's a little bit less red than some of the other RedMax items that we have, but I like the bold new look of it, and I think it makes the red pop a little bit more. I know the look of the tool isn't necessarily that big of a deal, but I like the initial look.
Man, I love the way it looks.
Yeah.
And what would you say is the main big difference between this one and your last most powerful string?
There's a couple. There's 2 or 3 that I want to direct your attention to. One of them isn't a difference, it's a similarity. We're using the same trimmer head and guard. That's not changing at all. So you can keep swapping out the same things you're swapping out, and that's not changing. That's important. Number 2, if you compare to our other, like here's the 260TS, you can see we got the throttle cable exposed here, which you know can lead to damage and snags. And for this tool, we've put it inside the cone, and it's fully protected now, so you're not going to rip it out. There's not going to be any damage.
That's a big difference.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, I see.
And you know, it's part of that look. It's part of the bold black look that we have on the cone here, but it's a functional thing too. The throttle cable's now buried inside. It's not going to be damaged. Also, part of it right here is if you take this thing, you kind of wiggle it a little bit, you'll see that the power head there's an anti-vibe technology there where the power head, right? Yeah. So now when you use RedMax equipment, one of the things that I think a lot of people love about our products is they feel so powerful, right? And when you're using it, you feel like you're using a very powerful machine. And part of that's a lot of the vibration that you experience. Okay. So this machine right here isn't going to have that vibration, and initially you might think, well, this thing isn't very powerful, but this actually has more power. This is a 1.34 horsepower power head, whereas this one's about a 1.28. So it's not a big difference in power, but this is going to put out more horsepower. It's just going to feel like less due to the anti-vibe technology.
I'm going to show you one more thing. I see you guys made an improvement on this right here.
Stop switch, yes sir.
It's a stop switch. And my stop switch right here has went bad on mine. And so sometime I'll pull it, and I'm thinking my trimmer won't start.
Yeah.
And all it is my stop switch isn't down. So
that's it.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yep. So that's got the auto return to it, where it's just going to snap right back down.
Oh man.
Whereas this one, it will get stuck through wear and tear. We're thinking that this one is going to release a lot better, just due to the nature of it.
Well, I can already tell I'm like it. Like I said, I'm just a RedMax man. Never let me down. We got RedMax dealers in my area. A lot of guys don't have them in their areas. So we got them in my area, and man, I'm telling you guys, never let me down. I've been running these trimmers now. I'll be going in business 5 years next year. Never had a problem with the trimmers. Even in the wintertime, going back into spring, as long as I got stabilizer in it, it strikes right up. So that's RedMax, guys, new trimmer.
You're going to start seeing these in dealerships probably after January.
Gotcha.
So there'll be a few months more of being able to get the 260S.
So I'm seeing something else right here.
Rapid place head.
Right now, you know what's crazy? I'm actually running RedMax. I don't want to say the other brand in the video, but I'm running their heads on the end. So this looks like the same, almost the same concept.
The same as the other brand, you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, but it'll have all my equipment work. RedMax,
yes, sir.
RedMax.
Yes, sir. So the same idea. Get the line ready. Just place it in and then twist the head and it winds for you.
And you guys see it still Husqvarna, RedMax, still Echo, Shindao. Still fit most of the trimmers. So
it's going to be compatible with all of them. But we say that you can go from no line to fully loaded and back up and running in like less than a minute.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I do now with this thing.
Yep, with the twist.
Back with RedMax and got a brand new zero turn right here. With my man Kevin.
How you doing?
RedMax.
Kevin Ranning with RedMax. This is the new 60TX. And what's new about it? It's got the new 37.5 horsepower, 1000cc Kawasaki engine. And it's got the big hydro drive systems by Hydro Gear, the ZT5400. It's available with a 52, 60-inch, or 72-inch tank.
What size fuel tank is this?
It's got 10 gallons of fuel, 5 on either side, and it's all EFI, so you don't have to worry about choking it. You turn the key on, and it's going to start.
You see.
And it's also got a new design too. You'll see the EFI logos on the unit itself, and you'll notice the new design of the mowers with the bigger black accents and with some red highlights. So it's a mean fighting machine for RedMax this
Definitely
year.
is a new machine. You guys
And
need to
it's
see-
got
look at
all the
that.
new filtration systems
Look at
on
that
it.
filtration system, guys.
It's a fabulous unit, and it'll perform as well as any mower out there. It'll outcut anything.
Can you say what all sizes you got it in?
52, 60, and 72 inch.
Man, guys.
And the guys have been asking for 72-inch mowers for a couple of years now. We finally got a mower that can compete with everybody else. It's got the right horsepower and the right drive system on it.
Gotcha. And man, I cut a lot of acreage where I'm at.
Yep.
So small cookie cutters and small lawnmowers really ain't my thing.
No.
I need one of these, something like this.
Yep. And the best part about having a big mower like that on rough terrain is that you don't have the carburation issues with fuel injection. You know, fuel injection works in any mode, any position, the steepest inclines and whatnot.
Gotcha. Look at this machine, guys. It's beautiful. You guys, I'm not being biased, but I love RedMax.
Yeah. And if you come to the show and you get a chance to stop by the booth, you need more information, you can come right over here and look right at the board. And all you got to do, and you can get that on the video, and you can probably pick up the QR code right off the video. And if you're not at the show, just hit that QR code on the video, and you can get more information on the mower.
There it is, guys. RedMax. So
Another nice feature here is you'll notice the dampeners on the controls, the heavy duty dampeners. It's also, you'll notice there's no parking brake. It's an auto interlock brake. So these are a little stiff to go in and out, but what happens is the springs and the clamps on there are your automatic parking brakes. So that's your brake release, that's your brake set. So you're not looking for that handle. You know, most guys are going to sit there and pull the handles in, and it's going to start stalling because they didn't release the brake. Well, here it's automatic.
and sometimes you get guys, they'll get confused between the brake and letting the deck down and all type of stuff. So if you're training somebody new, that's kind of a great ad right there. And what about the deck? How do you drop your deck on here?
Oh, it's a foot lever here. There you go. It's the roll of the toe. So you set it with the bottom.
Pull your pin out and set it where you need to set it.
And you roll the foot forward and lock it. So it's just a roll of the foot. So you're not, again, single foot operation. You're not doing your foot and the hand. And then obviously you got all your from 1 to 5 inches and half-inch increments for your deck settings.
You guys even got 5 inches. I haven't seen a 5-inch deck in a while.
Yep.
There it is, guys. RedMax. Brand new zero turn. Let me know what you think in the comments.
And yeah, you can stand on the deck. It's not a problem.
That deck looks sturdy, guys. He just stood on it when he crawled. Yeah, we'll walk. But do the shit all the way here. Like you probably the same one we did earlier.
Awesome. All right, that's how you get ahead.
Good morning. The West Wing is now open to all attendees. Enter your
Liability stuff. Somebody at some point stuck their hand out there and got hit by the blade or something. So they,
Come here, I'll tell you the story on it. Grass flaps, foot operated discharge chute blocker. If you operate with your foot,
Dave helped it.
Oh my God.
So that it mounts straight on.
zero turns and rider. But you can leave it fully closed without your foot on the pedal. You can leave it fully open without your foot on the pedal. And you can park and open it, just ride with your foot on the pedal.
I do a lot of times.
God, you know how big we is on grass flaps. Everybody needs this. This is like insurance.
Find the right motor and you put the grass flaps on. There you got it. That's right. We fit all different brands.
Is it all grass?
Brand out.
Takes a little finesse.
What brand do y'all use?
So you send out everything, easy install them?
Most of them are pretty easy, yeah. A couple of them are a little more difficult. You got to bend the back end like a skag, and
Okay.
some of the other ones.
See, I run a kind of off-brand. I run a Snapper Pro.
Okay, yeah.
I run Snapper, Toro, and Furs.
Yeah. You fit them all. Yeah, I got the back end on that snapper's got a bend on the back. You can fit the flap, close off that. Yeah.
That's called grass flap.
Yes, sir.
Which is why we elected not to bring it down to run the video.
And these are already available?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to give you the QR code scans. Is your QR code back there?
QR code where you get some information.
Here's the QR code for anybody who wants to get on there and check out grass flap.
If you're trying to mow and keep a straight line, when you push that handle, you get a little wiggle in your line.
Tweak it a little bit.
You always do.
Perfect, just having a foot pedal.
Right here.
And give me the price again on that.
It's $389 for the ones with no drill, $359 for a base unit, so between $350 and $400 typically.
Grass flap.
That started back in 2011, and I designed it. We used to mow grass, and found out I didn't like driving with one hand, so I said, my feet aren't doing anything. So we figured out how to do it with your foot.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
man. You see it on the skag. Grass flap, guys. Green touch, guys. Automated robots.
Be better outside when they talk about it, but it's a stainless steel box because people don't listen to you and they tend to put fertilizer in the seed anyhow, and it'll start rusting out. So if you own one of these, the best thing about it is a stainless steel box because it won't rust. All the interior is stainless steel, so you won't find rust because still people will put fertilizer in with the seed anyhow, no matter what you tell them. But stainless steel components in there. We've got forward, reverse, and then drop box so that seed will drop. So you can do a forward, reverse, depth setting over here, and it's a slicer, just like a regular seeder. Digs a slice in the ground and then drops the seed in the slice and then digs dirt over top of it to germinate. But unlike our regular seeder, which you have to push, this one here is hydrostatically driven, so it'll drive itself. So it's much more productive and a lot easier to do a large area.
This is my world.
We have here is a hybrid unit. We sell a lot of these in Europe. It's 900 feet between the controller and it, so you got a long range to control it, like a joystick. Yeah, it's what else can I say? 55 degree again. That's the big thing here. So if you have a contract where they're cutting all along the banks of a river or something, and you don't want a worker because of the danger of tipping over, you have something like this that can actually
expressways and stuff like
correct. Yeah, so that's a big plus. Safety. Always.
No, I told you they come.
We have a couple of concepts here.
Beast mode. Beast mode. This is beast mode for real. Oh my goodness. You guys know I am a Ferris owner. I love Ferris. I'll say it's the best
You're good with, you don't need gloves if you don't, we would take them. So yeah, go ahead. So just compress that down, just like that. Yep.
Oh yeah, man. That. Oh yeah, you're saying that 36 inches. So what's this right here? Explain this.
So this is the telescoping adjustment. So right now at 7 feet, I just twist, unlock. I'm able to pull out to 10 feet,
So you can lock it
and then
back
lock
in.
it. Yep. Twist, lock back in.
Wow. And it's not heavy. It's about the same size as a trimmer. Yeah, weed eater. So it ain't heavy at all. I'm tall. So. That's cool.
You know what? I'm gonna get. We got a couple new saws here that you guys can check out. You guys saw the top handle from last year. So still this year, the most capable top handle chainsaw on the market. You know, it's running at 2.4 horsepower, so it's going to outperform really any top handle on the market, gas or battery. We have our M18 hatchet. So this saw, it's going to be, you know, a nice lightweight but extremely powerful saw. We're going to be demoing it in a second in this 6-8 inch log to show you the power and capability of it. And then we also have our brand new telescoping pole saw. So this is going to ship in 2 weeks. It's the most powerful, fastest cutting telescoping pole saw on the market. So got a lot to look at. Yeah, man, go nuts. So this is the top handle chainsaw. It's a 2.4 horsepower top handle saw. So just gotta pull the chain brake back towards you. Okay.
Okay.
Now you're live.
Yeah, we're getting really good feedback.
And that thing cuts good. I use a battery already. I'm not gonna say which brand, but this is way more powerful. This is powerful.
Alright, now you gotta try this, guys. This is a smaller saw.
So it'll still cut through this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Give it the beats.
He said, oh yeah.
So yeah, just slide your hand right under there, keep it safe.
Oh. That even looks like safe too.
Yeah. That's great.
This thing is cut to be so
Yeah,
small.
so that's at the upper end of the capacity of the cutting system, but just to show you, that thing can take on really any size log you need to get into.
Yeah, this thing.
So really, if you're like an arborist and you're climbing and you have this thing on your hip, like, oh, dude, that is slick, right?
Now we've got a heavy duty series. Instead of a fabricated plate, this is a solid plate. So it's like a heavy duty series for higher pressure units. So we got some new stuff. That's the difference.
Yeah, look how light this reel is, just so light. Anybody get into pressure wash?
And you give it a snap, send it down.
Okay.
tends to pack on the underside.
Oh, I'll tell you what happened. Exactly what happened.
So that I don't know.
Check your fins. Each year you want to go in and make sure you're cleaning out your fins. Otherwise you're going to get overheat issues.
You guys remember I blew an engine this year. We got a video on it. Go back and watch it. And that filter looks way better than the filter I got on mine. Total upgrade. It's the first Kawasaki engine. You said 1957?
Yep.
And I bet this thing still runs.
Thing sucks gas out quickly. This is the new 5800 battery. Takes 3 batteries. So this has same performance similar to what you have on the gas 580. So this is brand new. You guys are just getting those in. All these battery pruners, you guys will just be getting these in. Okay. So you'll have your choice of the same power pruners you have your gas and gas battery. So two. All electric.
Oh, excuse me.
You're fine. Sure. We can't sell their tractors because the motor dealer. So motors are a tractor, but ours are implements. They've got them priced like this.
See? Yeah, we walk over there. They probably got an influencer meeting over there. That's why I said I won't. This the next more I'm trying to get.
Same.
This the more I'm trying to get next. You can swap it out and put different stuff on there.
Yeah, multi-voice.
With all the attachments. Transform it back one time. Let's see how quick it goes. Change it back to the
So you want to convert it. There's triggers there. You just pull them in, push it forward. Now flip those out.
These right here?
Yep. Pull your seat up. And then pull these out if you want to put your wraps up. Flip underneath.
That's actually pretty good. Oh, that's.
It's been a great time. It's been out what now? A couple, 3 years?
Last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I met him last year. I didn't see him.
So, yeah, first year at Equip. We're really excited. And our biggest things that we're going to be releasing, and I'm going to take you around in a second, is how everything goes to splits off. So, first thing, what you're looking at right now, this is our YXL 310 model. So, it's technically our lightest duty, quote-unquote, residential model, but this thing is built heavier duty than most commercial models out there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yep. So, what you go in and go and level up to is our quote-unquote prosumer model, and our prosumer model is built heavier duty than any other commercial model. So that's not even.
You said this is prosumer right here?
That's our prosumer model.
I'd call this commercial. This
Man,
is commercial.
it looks like commercial.
Yeah, that's.
I wouldn't even call that for sure, man.
No.
If these things run like how they look, oh my goodness.
Lightning.
They run better than they look, I promise.
Oh, okay, well that's even better.
So now you start stepping into the fact that this unit can turn into whatever unit you need it to be. So with just the flip of the lever, you're able to go and back off of this deck and go into a larger deck if you're a cutter, or you can, or even, again, if you're a year-round cutter and you're in the northern hemisphere, it could be into a snowblower. Now you don't have to go and get a snowblower, also an aerator, a leaf blower, whatever you need it to be, and you don't have to go and buy all those units. So basically what you're doing is that you're spending, in this case, $12,500
to get all the units in one.
So you get the deck, but then you're only spending quarter as much to go and get anything else that you need that you would have otherwise, because you would have had to go and buy all the different units.
Yeah, this is brand new to the game. So you running Kawasaki?
Run the Kawasaki.
That's all I
and
got
we
is
also
Kawasaki.
upgrade.
I don't run nothing else.
And they are stand-up guys. They actually run their business and they work with their staff the same way that we do. So Kawasaki couldn't be a better partner.
You said these are just residentials.
No, so
No,
that
this is
was
residential.
technically what it is, but like our CEO said, it's calling it residential is also honestly.
It's almost like disrespect.
Right? Yeah, yeah. And then we go into our stand-on model. So basically our stand-on model is the stand-on version of this. Now, with the exception is that you don't have the split deck technology on our stand-on model. So our models too, that you'll notice, we got touchscreen displays.
Looks good, man. So did I see that like this can
So manage everything from your fuel, you name it, everything is there.
Mine's got dual tanks on it.
We do. So these are prototype tanks, so that's why they look extra shiny. So they won't come out that shiny. You got your cup holders, the most important part. Pop it in there, no problem. On also what we have is, it's not on our prototypes, but we have USB-C fast charging on this model, and our commercial model. Also on this model and our commercial model, there will be covered cup holders for your beverage of choice, whatever you're doing. And then when you go and come into seeing the split frames actually in action, so this is again that commercial model that
This right here is going to be.
And then these are commercial models.
This is going to have. It's going to be injected. And then you'll have an outside holder.
So, I got one question. What's the correct way to say the brand? I say Yakta.
Yeah, Yakta.
Got it right. Then.
Yeah.
I got it right.
So it's actually two words put into one. So it's Yakta, which means hard work in Australia, and Ta, that means thank you in Australia. So Yakta for all those, it's hard work, right? Everybody's going and just leading for their family and going better than them and theirs. So the thing is that that unit that you're looking at there, that's our commercial unit. That's it as a this is that exact unit. Now a snowblower. So by pulling that bar up, you back off, and then you pull on to a snowblower. It also has an electrical attachment. Again, you just pull right on, the electrical goes in attached. So we like to say is that when you're looking at the unit like this is no longer a mower. This is a snowblower. You go and put the deck on, now it's a mower. Now let's talk about it like a mower.
That's actually a nice snowblower.
You know it. So there's going to be additional attachments. Again, the aerator, the grader, the front loader. Now, if you're a commercial guy and you need different size decks, instead of having two units, you could just have a different deck attachment for the larger deck. No problem. So again, you just pull off.
You gotta really sit back and study every nick and cranny of what you need on a mower, basically.
There's actually not a big secret behind that. Everybody says that they're actually built for the consumer. The reality is you need to be built by the consumer. So there's that famous Henry Ford quote, whereas that if I asked my consumers what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. Well, that might be actually the case sometimes, but instead of listening to what they're saying, listening to their concerns and figuring out a way to alleviate them is what we did.
Gotcha. There it is, Yakta.
This is our 4-cycle gas. We have a proprietary lubrication system because that's the challenge, right? With 4-stroke versus 2-stroke is getting it lubricated when it's in all the different angles that you hold the handheld. So our company, YAT, developed their own proprietary lubrication system so that it gets, no matter what direction it's going to lubricate the engine with the oil.
Yeah.
So you just put it in just like, your car. Put the oil in one compartment, put the gas in the other, crank up in the other.
So you use mixed gas with it still?
No.
Regular gas?
Regular gas, true
and the oil
fuel,
makes
whatever.
it out. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying
You
now.
don't have to mix it. You don't have to
Gas
mix the oil.
Yeah, and that actually would save, because that's my main thing.
It's going to save a lot of money, dude.
Yeah, because my main thing is I want to hire somebody.
Yeah.
And I got just nightmares of one of these guys putting mixed gas or regular gas into one of those $500-600 backpack blowers or trimmers, and then I'm out of business. Well, out of a piece of equipment, he's out of a job.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah, so
you won't have to worry about that with our 4QL or 4-cycle. This backpack blower, dude, that thing is awesome. It just won a Pro Tool award for the best backpack blower 4-cycle. On there.
Oh, so you just want a award for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other thing about that is you see the price tag, it's $299. It's not $499, it's not $599. Okay. It's going to go out there and compete with the best of them. Run all day long. No 2-cycle oil needed.
I see your hedges too.
Watch this too. So on our hedge trimmers, it's laser cut in-house stainless steel blades, and then you got the articulating handle.
Yeah.
So instead of having to put your own hands, you just move this the way you need it,
I
man.
got, it has that handle on it.
Yeah.
And those handles are great, but I'm a gas man.
Yeah?
I do a lot of commercial stuff. I don't do too much residential, so I need the power.
You need the power.
Yeah, I gotta have the power.
Got you. We got you covered.
Wow.
The other thing about the 4-cycle versus 2-cycle, so you don't have to buy that oil, right? So you're saving money there. You're also putting less emissions out. So 2-cycle, it's a known fact, 2-cycle is one of the worst emission engines that there is.
But
You can actually drive cars from the East Coast to the West Coast and back and put out less emissions than running a 2-cycle.
You know what? It might be making
trimmer
sense too, because all around here on my trimmers, it just, and I'm good, and I take care of my stuff.
Right.
But that stuff just blows out and gets gunked up.
Yes.
And I gotta clean it every once in a while. I gotta get it out of there. Yeah.
So lower emissions. It's also going to operate at a lower decibel level.
Okay.
So the 2-cycle scream.
Yeah.
Right. I always equate it back to my childhood. I had a Yamaha Blaster, 2-cycle 4-wheeler. Right.
Yeah.
When that power band kicked in, dude. Yeah, you don't get that. The other thing is, with the 2-cycle, it's going to scream because it's got to get the RPMs up, because once it goes into a work piece, so whether you're straight
it'll like
trim or
idle
whatever,
down.
it comes way down. With ours on the 4-cycle, you're going to keep that torque. So it's going to sound weird if you're used to 2-cycle. You're going to be like, this thing is not working. But once you go under load, it's going to be consistent torque through it all.
Gotcha.
So you got that big bell curve with 2-cycle. With us, it just kind of plateaus off.
Gotcha.
It doesn't die off. So that's the advantage we have, and the reason why we only do 4-cycle, no 2-cycle.
Gotcha. You guys, it's the Cynics.
Absolutely, great stuff. This is our X6. This is our new baby, right? Our new pride and joy. 60-volt lineup. So it's going to compete with the Egos of the world, the Toros, the
Milwaukee's got a good one.
Crest.
Yeah.
So theirs is real good. They're commercial grade, right? That's what the market they're going. Again, we're not deciding that piece of it. We're just putting the best product out in the field that we can put, letting you guys decide. You use it, you can decide whether it's good enough for you or whether it's good enough for your mom to use, right? So our 60-volt batteries do change. From here, you can take it straight to the chainsaw, hedge trimmer, again with the rotating head, to the pole saw, to the mowers, doesn't matter. And then also to the ZTRs when those come out.
Zero turns,
When those come out, they all use the same battery. You'll see we got different size batteries, right? They go up in amp hours. 3, 4, 6, 8, 12. The 12 amp hour is really for the mowers. Nobody wants to hold a 12 amp hour on one of these batteries. This is made more for the 3 to 4 amp battery. It's interchangeable. The other thing that we try to do in the X6 is all of them are brushless, so that engine's going to last a little longer, less maintenance, less wear and tear. We also have readouts. So a lot of people, you have to look at the battery, right? You got to stop what you're doing, go to the back, press the button, see where you're at. This is a battery readout. Easily, wherever you're using the tool, you'll be able to see that part. So you'll know whether you got 2 bars left or 1 bar or what, so that you're getting close and you don't get a surprise of, oh, it just stopped on me and I'm way back here, right? If I'd have known that up front, I'd have changed the battery out, put it on the charger, and then came back. So we try to put some little nice, we call it innovation or user-friendly benefits to our products. Trailer, easier to use, but all you got to do, stand it up like that, lock it in, lock this in, still goes. So at the end of the day, you got 2 nice grips right here that you can use if you need, or if you got to go longer, right? So you got a nice grip there and here. And again, readout right there, so you don't have to look at it.
And it's nice.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I tried to win it. No, I tried to win it.
You see that too?
Yeah, I filled out. I tried to win that raffle y'all had.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm cautious about, electric. But this right here, I like this. This is tough.
Be good for
Yeah.
The other thing we're working on, you mentioned backpack. Right? He only likes backpacks in the We're working on
got on notice.
Our backpack. As of right now, we're hit 4 digits to see it.
Yeah, it got a kick.
It got a kick
may be
to
one
it.
of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
or will be battery backpack.
Now I probably
Phoenix handheld blower.
I would go with this one, this battery right here.
Man, that's nice.
So that one's heavy.
And I think that's gonna be